Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lanny and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. Happy Saturday morning, everybody. Today's video, I've been buying SCHD every week. We've been buying VIG every week. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give you an update on it. We're going to talk to you about how long we've been buying each for our portfolio, what the market value is, how much we invested, and most importantly, how much dividend income each position produces.
Guys, smash that subscribe button. Give us a nice thumbs up. Bert buys 2 ETFs every gosh damn week. Let's see what it's become, what position he's in. And the best part, guys, how much passive income does this currently provide him?
That's right. You know what we're going to do here, Lanny, today? We're going to do a swag giveaway for all the viewers out here. So let's get this to, let's say, 200 likes. You subscribe, you leave a comment about whether or not you own SCHD or VIG, or do you buy Lanny's Trifecta You Betcha, or do you buy none? Make sure you leave that comment down there below. Like, subscribe, and get this video to at least 200 likes.
Exactly, guys. Let's get some likes. Let's get it going. Let's get it flowing. So, Bert, you got 2 ETFs you buy every single week. Let's start with Vanguard. You decided at what point to buy which ETF and how many shares per week are you buying?
All right, so I followed suit with your strategy of buying Vanguard's Dividend Appreciation Fund, ticker symbol VIG. You buy it every day. I changed it up. I just buy it every Monday. We started our first purchase in December 2023. That first purchase was 12/3/2023. The first purchase price we had, Lanny, was $164.75. Now the price is $194.80. Note, everybody, we're recording this Wednesday night, April 2nd here. So when you look at VIG's top 10 holdings, you have Apple, Broadcom, JP Morgan, Microsoft, Visa, Exxon, MasterCard, Costco, United Health, and Walmart. Transparently, tariffs were announced after the market was closed. We haven't had the market open by the time we're recording this, so the price could look a little different by the time you're watching this on Saturday. Might not be 194 anymore, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to keep buying VIG every single week.
Yeah, exactly. Some stocks have done really well in the portfolio after since December 3rd. Some, have been shaken up a little bit, like United Health.
Yep.
Going through the list, but overall, very solid top 10 list here.
Yeah.
And when the ETF itself is up about $30 a share in just about 15 months, there's nothing to complain about there.
No, and why we bought VIG, you get a little bit higher yield than the market. So the current yield's about 1.66% from Vanguard's website. Then you get the dividend growth that comes along with it. So you typically get that annual growth that's in the mid to high single digits. VIG just spoiled all of us with a 21% year over year increase for that Q1 dividend, which we talked about on Sunday's video.
Exactly, guys. Frickin' exactly.
So that's really it. After you, sorry.
That's not just it. How many shares do you currently have of VIG?
All right, Lanny, that's the big ticker. With DRIP, we have 69.99 shares. I am so frustrated that I could not round that up to 70 here for this video. Just a hair under from that DRIP. Our market value is $13,634.05.
Huge, dude, huge.
Yeah, the cost basis is $13,124.09. So our gain is only about 3.89%. Why? The interesting thing here with VIG, Lanny, that price just keeps going up for VIG. So we're buying it every single week on the increase. So the price hasn't really come down yet for VIG to lower that cost basis.
Yeah, it's interesting. But hey, you got yourself a nice almost $14,000 position. You're in a gain position. That's always nice. And you're producing some form of passive income here, aren't you?
That's right here. So that 1.66% yield is producing $226 of annual dividend income here on the position, Lanny. So that gives you, me about 1 share annually via DRIP for VIG.
Yeah, you're getting a little over one share, almost 1, 1.5 almost as you're on your path there.
Yeah.
Good yield. And what happened to the dividend this past quarter?
Yeah. It ballooned up. It was at 21%. Banger for VIG, much like a lot of the other Vanguard funds except VGK. Overall, I love that this position's up to 70 shares, Lanny. I'm going to get it to at least 100 shares. So by the end of 2025, I'm going to hit that goal of getting it to 100. And then I'll reevaluate. Do I want to keep building VIG 1 week or do I want to pivot elsewhere? But I'm not stopping until I at least get 100 shares of VIG.
100 shares. I totally dig it, guys.
Yeah.
But now it's the moment that you guys have probably all been waiting for, because you guys know Bert buys 18 to 20 shares of this ETF every single week. It's the favorite ETF of all the dividend investors, guys. It is none other than Bert, drumroll.
Joy to the world. SCHD. We started buying SCHD, Lanny. Our first purchase was March 27th, 2023. We have officially hit 2 years on the annual purchase strategy for SCHD. It's evolved over time. Started 3 shares, 4 shares, 5 shares. Then we had the split, 15 shares, 16, 17. Now every week we're buying 18 to 19 shares of SCHD. So about $500 going in on every single Monday. Okay, that's SCHD. That's fantastic, Lanny. What's that position grown to? 1,414 shares of SCHD at the current price of $27.67. That's a market value of just under $40,000. It's $39,426.
Yeah, you experienced a nice little ETF stock split as well
Yeah.
while holding it. So that really goosed up the number of shares and the number of shares that you're buying, going from the 60s, 70s a share all the way down to just below 30 a share after the split, guys. Bert, you've poured in, about $37,000 in 2 years. That's a lot of cash, a lot of savings. And guys, that's what it's about. It's about managing your budget, finding as much income as you can, saving your money, because a higher savings rate allows you to do exactly what Bert's doing. I mean, again, this isn't $500, which is great. This isn't a $1,000 investment, which is also great. Bert has invested $37,000 of his own dollars.
That's right. And we're going to keep on going because we're up $2,000 on the position, 5.69% gain. One thing I have to check looking at this, Lanny, is I pulled the cost basis from Fidelity. I had to figure out, are they putting in dividends? What are they putting into that cost basis? I'm assuming
All
yes.
the dividends. All the dividends.
So it's not the true cash going in, but hey, I'll still take it. Overall, Lanny, after this rebalance, the reconstitution, which we talked about on another video last week, the yield is 3.81%, that forward SCHD yield. Annual income is $1,502 for SCHD. At its current price, we can drip annually 54 total shares.
Ooh. You got to like that, guys. Man, oh man, that is a ton of shares on the drip every single quarter. It's exciting because your income grows on the dividend reinvestment, guys. In case you were curious, every time the dividend gets reinvested, it buys back more shares, which in turn increases the amount of income that Bert gets.
That's right. So the consistent buying of VIG, the consistent buying of SCHD has allowed me to amass over $50,000 in these 2 ETFs.
Jesus.
And I'm not stopping with SCHD either with VIG. I'm just going to keep going with SCHD. I'm making
get to 2,000 shares.
Yeah, 2,000 shares. We'll make it through 2025 and reassess if we want to keep this strategy going. But until the end of the year, we're going to keep that buying. Until I have a reason not to, or something happens where I change my mind, I will be buying 18 to 19 shares of SCHD.
Buying, guys. Yeah. You guys know the drill. Yeah, Bert, if you keep this up, you'll cross over 2,000 shares by the end of the year.
Yeah. So everybody, let me know, what do you think about these SCHD positions? What do you think of the VIG 1 share per week that we're buying? Do you like this allocation, or do you prefer Lanny's VYM, VOO, VIG trifecta you betcha every single week? Or do you have a third flavor on this menu? Is there a third offering here that you do on your own weekly purchase strategy? Throw it down there in that comment section below.
Guys, it's all about being transparent, talking about dividend investing, dividend stocks to buy, showing passive income, showing the proof in the pudding. Here is Bert's proof in the pudding. from investing over the last 15 months with VIG, 2 years with SCHD. What are you guys buying out there right now in this turbulent market? Like the hell out of this video and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, don't forget the contest. You may be subscribed. You got to get this video to at least 200, and you got to throw that comment down there below.
Guys, we got one thing left to tell you, jabronis. You're either with us or you're against us, Jack. That was Bert the Herd and Laney from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.